Hello everyone, I'm Robert, that guy you met today. If we haven't met, go ahead and scroll through my YouTube videos and let's get to know each other. Yes, I'm backing up, and yes, I'm in the car driving, and you know, I haven't had a suction cup mount for my camera in a very long time, and now that I do, I can finally make some content that I've been wanting to do, and that's sort of lists or countdowns, if you will. And today, I'm gonna kick it off with 5 things that I hate about being a YouTuber. So on that note, let's go ahead and do it, YouTube. So the reason I really like the idea of sort of making these videos as I'm driving is just because driving is really like the only free time that I have lately. So I'm like, okay, I might as well make the best use I can of this time, and I can actually make some content, and we can get to know each other better, just like I say in every video. So now, the first thing that I hate about being a YouTuber. So this really only applies to me specifically, but the thing that drives me crazy, and a lot of people have heard me sort of complain about, is that as a food reviewer, you know, I'm trying to sample food and explain and vlog and talk about the food and film it and get B-roll, and I'd say 80% of the time, I don't actually get a chance to eat. I eventually eat my food, but by the time I eat it, it's cold. Like, I can't think of the last time that I did like a food video at like a restaurant where I really got to actually eat my food like while it was hot, and I guess really enjoy the food. So I guess it kind of takes away from the experience a little bit for me, because I never really get to kind of like, I taste things and I'm like, oh, this is great. But by the time I actually get to eat it, it's cold, and that kind of sucks. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and I should mention these things aren't necessarily in any particular order, but the last one is definitely the top thing that drives me nuts about being a YouTuber. My number 2 is that I'm always carrying a bag. You'll see in a lot of videos that I'm wearing a book bag, because I just have a lot of stuff that I have to carry around, because I've got my extra camera batteries, and then I have 2 other cameras that I use for backups or B-roll if I do something like that. So I'm just always carrying around a lot of stuff, and you know, that not only is it inconvenient because I'm carrying this big heavy bag around all the time, I hate worrying about having all my camera equipment, because I mean, it's everything. So I mean, heaven forbid I lose it or it gets stolen, or I forget that I have the bag, which actually happened the other day. I was at a restaurant and wifey came and met me, and I completely forgot that I had the bag with me. Now that I'm a full-time YouTuber, I constantly have this giant bag of cameras on me, and that is just one of the things that I hate about being a YouTuber. So the next thing, we're kind of getting up there on my list of things that, you know, that I really hate this particular thing more than others. And these are troll comments. But not just any troll comments, but just like really dumb, just not thought out comments. Like, for example, you're dumb. Okay. And by the way, when they say that, it's never Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, it's always your. It's never spelled right, and it's just like, why did you even bother to do that? Call me names or something a little bit, like, at least entertain me while you're gonna troll me. But what's really interesting is that YouTube has a pretty good spam filter, but they let you customize your spam filter. I've gotten pretty good at knowing kind of when people troll me what they're gonna say. The next thing is that this is kind of a double-edged sword. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's that my most like popular videos, or ones that get more views than I expect, they're never the ones that are my favorites. they're always videos that like I don't really care for that much, or they just didn't come out the way that I wanted them to. It's always been that way. And in fact, to date, my most popular video is not only one of my first videos, but it's one of the few videos that I look at and like I'm just completely embarrassed by. It's a review of a Blue Apron subscription box. It's way, way back in the videos. If you really want to see it, you can go back. I'm not going to link to it. This last one I've saved to the end because this one drives me bananas. So when I made this decision to sort of become a YouTuber full-time, it was met with some skepticism by a lot of people, or criticism from a lot more people. Frankly, with a lot of people, it's still met with the same thing, but I can care less at this point. It's that people don't think that this is a job. Like, people don't think that this is work, or that you put a lot of time and effort into creating this content. It's a joke for a lot of people. I personally find that infuriating. And I'm sure Wifey actually, you know, knowing and seeing what happens behind the scenes, also finds it infuriating. I wish people could really wrap their heads around what goes into, you know, really building a YouTube channel, especially one that's built on sort of a common theme all the time. Like there are a lot of the really big YouTubers that their content has this one ongoing theme, and it's a lot of work first to come up with this content. Like, okay, what am I gonna do in this video today? Because it has to remain in this same lane all the time. So those are the 5 things that I hate about being a YouTuber. If you like this countdown, please let me know down in the comments. If you hated it, then let me know that too, and I'll never do it again. But thank you guys so much for watching, per usual, and I'm looking forward to maybe, if you guys like it, making some more of these videos in the future, because I spend a lot of time in here driving back and forth. So if I can talk to you guys about what's going on in my mind, or some information I think you guys might be interested in, I would love to do it, because I got plenty of time to do it while I'm here. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.